500 years ago, the tobacco plant grew only in the Americas. It was used for a variety of purposes, and it was highly valued. Many Native Americans believed that the tobacco plant had medicinal properties. Some people believed that the leaves of the tobacco plant helped to reduce pain and heal wounds and burns. Others thought tobacco leaves could cure toothaches. In many parts of the Americas, smoking tobacco was also an important part of religious rites and ceremonies. People believed that tobacco made it possible to communicate with the spirits. When the first Portuguese explorers arrived in the Americas, they encountered Native Americans who used tobacco as snuff rather than smoking it. The Portuguese explorers picked up the snuff habit and exported it to Portugal and much of the rest of the world. The Portuguese were also the first people to cultivate the tobacco plant outside of the Americas. The French ambassador to Portugal, Jean-Nicot de Villemin, called tobacco a cure-all for many illnesses, and in 1560 he sent samples of the tobacco plant to France, where it was given the name Nicotiana in his honor. The use of tobacco in cigarettes didn't become popular until late in the 19th century. Thanks to an effective advertising campaign in the 1880s, cigarette smoking became widespread. Back then, most people thought that cigarettes helped to relieve tension. They didn't believe that cigarettes were harmful to a person's health. And in 1950, researchers in England reported the first evidence showing a link between smoking and lung cancer. 14 years later, in 1964, the U.S. Surgeon General announced that smoking causes lung cancer. Soon after that, the first warning labels appeared on cigarette packages, and cigarette advertisements were banned from television and radio in England and the United States. Fearing that the health warnings would encourage people to stop smoking, cigarette makers also increased the amount of nicotine in cigarettes to make them more addictive.